My name is Lisa. I'm so glad that you have joined me today. We are in my family room where we're going to add a lot of fall personality and style. I'm showing you here all of the decor I've pulled together that I want to use, traditional colors that are going to make this space cozy and inviting. Off camera, I did go ahead and put this garland up here above our TV console. It has little orange lights in it, and so it lights up and looks really nice at night. I like to start with a nice clear space, especially for rooms like this. It is one of the last spaces in my home that I'm decorating, so I have a lot of home decor and fall decor that has been displaced, and I want to reposition it here in this room. Starting with a little garland that I'm adding up here into this plant on the top of the shelf. I'm tucking in 3 little pumpkins, keeping with that design element of odd numbers, and then a pumpkin sign just to cascade down and fill up some of this empty space at the top of the shelf. Our family room here is a very casual space. It's mostly where our boys hang out. They game and hang out with friends up here. So I want to keep the home decor and fall decorations casual as well, using a lot of layers and textures. I'm hanging up this wicker tray, which is actually a charger that goes on your dining table. I'm going to just use it here as a wall hanging though. And then a print that I have, it is of a greenhouse, and it could be used for fall. It could be used winter and spring, summer as well. I love to have decor that can transcend all the different seasons and areas of my home. Decorating shelves can sometimes be tricky, especially this one that I have hanging on my wall. It is very thin and narrow. It's probably only 5-6 inches wide. So everything that I put up here has to be small in scale so that it can fit on the shelf. Next to the picture, I'm adding a Dollar Tree candlestick. It's so nice for $1.25. And then the light green candle. This apothecary jar I actually found at Dollar Tree as well. I'm removing the stopper and using it as a vase for these faux florals. It is a plastic jar, so if you have littles that you don't want to get hurt and have glass around, then this is definitely a great option. Just a couple of florals here, and then a pick that has some traditional colors and a little pumpkin in it. Getting that all situated. It's tricky not to knock it all down here. Like I said, this shelf is very narrow. When styling shelves, you definitely want to have layers. You also want to have cascading movement, tall, short, triangles. You don't want everything to be the same height and same texture straight across. It is just more visually interesting to add those elements when styling your shelf. So for the bottom shelf, I want to kind of mimic the top but reverse it. This wicker tray is actually made as a wall hanging. I got it back in the spring at Hobby Lobby. This pampas grass canvas was a great find long ago, and I have used it off and on throughout my home. I have a little wooden tray that I'm styling everything on, particularly these acorn candles that came from Dollar Tree this season. They had different colors and different styles like pumpkins, and they were all really pretty for $1.25. I have a little white ceramic farmhouse and an orange foam pumpkin. I'm going to set these here at the end of the tray. And then to soften the harsh lines along the bottom of the shelf and all of the decor, I have snipped off some stems from a maple bush and I'm just going to tuck those in amongst the decor, like I said, to soften and break up those harsh lines. Sometimes the decor in the back can get lost, so I like to keep these cupcake stands. I find these at Hobby Lobby in different colors, and they work as risers, so I'm going to use this one just to lift that pumpkin up so that it's visible behind the maple leaves. And then on the top shelf, just tucking in some more of those stems as well, just to fill in those gaps and give it a cozier look. And that's going to complete our shelving decor. I promise I will give you a final look, but we're going to pivot over here to the top of this chest, and I'm going to show you how to make a lamp without having to do any wiring. I've shared this before, but you just take a very large vase or pot like I have done here. I'm placing a book inside just to raise my lamp up to the right height. And then because I have already used this lamp and set up around my home, the shade is already attached. It looks kind of funny here, but when it is in the pot, it is perfect. The shade goes with the pot, and it all makes a lamp without having to do any hard wiring. And I can switch it up anytime I want. This pot with greenery was here previously, so I'm going to put it back. I really like the way it looks up here, but for fall, I'm going to add some florals to the greenery just to bring in that cozy element. And these stems have a little like chrysanthemum flower and some berries that are in traditional fall colors, and then these berries that are white. So just tucking them into the greenery and fluffing them out, making them incorporated and look really nice as a floral arrangement up here. To break up the black vase and pot and to add a pop of color, I'm going to put this foam pumpkin up here, just kind of catty corner it here to fill up that gap and to tie it all together. With that complete, we're going to move over to the side table by the sofa, and I'm going to add an accent light here, raising it up on this thrifted book that I found. I love the colors and the distressing in it. I have this really tall vase. It's got dimples on it, and the texture is just wonderful. To that, I'm adding these cornflower stems. There's some faux wheat stems in here as well. Sorry that I kind of cut off the top of that arrangement. This is a tight space to film in, and I did not realize, so sorry about that. This pampas grass is going to fill in the vase, and I'm just gonna put them in there, and it's gonna be nice and tall. You'll see here in just a minute, it ties in really well with a clock that I have hanging on the wall, so it creates that diagonal cascade look down from there. The next element that we're going to add to this table is this textured planter. And since this is the last of the decor, we are hunting and searching through whatever we have left. And I had these two stems of yellow aspen type leaves and then these more muted brown color, and I'm just gonna bend them and get them to fit down in this planter, spreading them out and filling up the space here on the end of the table by the railing. You work with what you have sometimes and you make it go together, and I think in the end this is really nice. I like how it looks. And given that I was down to the end of all my florals, I'd say this is a pretty good attempt. What do you think? I mention that this is the last room in my house that I'm decorating. I do still have a couple of things filmed that I'm going to be editing and sharing with you, as well as my fall front porch. So if you don't want to miss any of that, be sure that you are subscribed. You can also hit that little bell and that will send a notification to you when I upload. Does anybody else have candles that they just love, but they don't want to burn? Because that is the case with this candle that I'm going to add here in front of my lamp. I don't want to burn it because it is such a pretty accent piece, but also it would be a fire hazard here with these low-hanging florals. And then to soften the look back here in the corner and add some color, I just have a little orange chenille pumpkin. And there you get the full shot and can see that floral arrangement with the cornflowers and the pampas grass. Our well-loved sofa is going to get a little bit of a camouflage here as I replace one of the existing pillows with this pumpkin pillow, and then I'm going to layer these throw blankets. It gets chilly when you're sitting up here on the sofa because the air conditioner vent blows right on it. So that's great for when you're in the heat of the moment gaming, but not so much when you're snuggled up wanting to watch a movie. So a couple of throws to bring in and tie in all the colors that we have used in this family room today. And then these throw pillows, making it cozy and inviting. Extra seating up here, we have this ottoman, but to also utilize it as a coffee table, I keep this tray on it for stability. To that, I'm going to add this pumpkin centerpiece. I have used this on my dining table before, but it fits here perfectly. Add a candle for ambiance and scent. It smells so good. I thrifted this little wooden leaf tray, and I think somebody put cigarettes out on it, and those are burn marks. But we are going to take the remaining scented pine cones that I have and put them here in the tray and tuck the last few of them around this pumpkin centerpiece. They are scented with cinnamon, and they make this whole family room just smell so good. It smells like fall up here for sure. I'm feeling all of the cozy fall vibes. And if you missed me sharing different ways that you could use these scented pine cones, I invite you to go back and check out some of my other fall decorating videos. It will take you around my entire home and show you everything I've done to get ready for fall. So let's take a final look here of all the fall decor in our family room. Together, it is so inviting, so warm and cozy. It's going to be the perfect place for us to hang out. Like I said, my boys love to play their video games up here, watch movies, and have friends hang out with them. So hopefully it is a very welcoming place for them to do that. I also love to welcome y'all into my home and share my passion for decorating. It is a hobby of mine, but I have a passion for all things homemaking and housekeeping and love to share that here on my channel. If you're not connected, I invite you to do that. I would love for you to go check out my previous videos, but also come back for the future uploads. I have so much more I want to share in and around my home, and I would love for you to be a part of that. And if you don't mind and you enjoyed this video, I always appreciate when you hit that thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments if you are in the middle of decorating for fall, if you have not started yet, if you're done. Let me know it all. I love to hear from you, so talk to me down below in the comments. Until I see you in that next video, I hope you have the most wonderful and blessed day, and I look forward to seeing you on here again real soon.